watching this on replay, let's listen to beautiful sounds in the background of the waves crashing while we wait for everyone to arrive. Everyone who wanted to be here, let's give them a chance to come. Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa. It's not showing me anyone aside from Lisa. Like, it doesn't show me the counter at the top, so I'm not sure who is here, how many are here, but let's just give it a moment. And of course, if you're watching this on replay, if you don't want to listen to the waves with me, you can just fast forward a little bit. Hello, magical being. Hello. And hello, Jessie. So beautiful. I really wanted to talk about preparing yourself for Lionsgate. Addie's here. We're just at the beach with little Addie. But we got to be careful. I don't want you to knock over my little primitive setup here. Kirsten is here. Hello. I feel like it's been so long. It's been long time since I've gone live here. Part of it is I'm being very mindful with how the energies are at the moment, and like every time when we post something or we share something, when we go live, energy flows over, and so I'm being very intentional when I share and in with what energy, so that I don't add to the noise and the very crazy energies that we're experiencing right now. Ellie is here. Hello, beautiful Ellie. I am at the beach in Lakes. Alicia, oh, how good does the beach look? I know, we've got this beautiful day today, so we're just down at the beach, and I hope you'll be able to hear me well. And it's actually interesting because just before we left, a little package from Alicia arrived with the most beautiful teas, and I wanted to take it with me and do this whole opening. And then I went back into the house for something and I completely forgot. So I feel like I still need to do it, because you have to see just the package is beautiful and the teas, and I'm so excited. And Alicia makes the teas up herself, so I really wanted to share that. By the way, just a side note about the teas before we get into Lionsgate, because in Earth School, my membership, I shared that right now I'm really craving teas quite a lot, which I know it's cold and you feel like a warmer drink, but I'm really craving teas, like really teas. And then Alicia has sent me this beautiful package. So tonight, those of you who are doing meditation sessions in person with me, you will experience some of those teas. Feels good to receive the package. Yes. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you. I feel like we need to do an unpacking. I'm here with Ryan, but I must have been very... I said to him, I can't go live if you're here. Because I feel really weird. It feels weird. I don't know if you guys have that, but it feels weird to me to go live when there's someone here with me, because it feels like I'm talking to my phone. Anyways, we're going to talk about Lionsgate. And yes, I will share with you details about the ceremony that I will hold. Those of you who know, I hold a Lionsgate ceremony every year, because whether I would do it for all of you or just, I would do it anyway. And I will definitely do it for my Earth Schoolers. So I thought I'll share with you details if you do want to join us. But I will also tell you, if you don't want to join, what you can do to take advantage of that energy. It is really a potent and powerful time in the year. Each year I am learning more and more about this powerful alignment, and each year I'm noticing that whenever big shifts happen for me in my life, it's usually around that time. I also have the added bonus that I get to witness certain clients and their shifts as well, and it's usually in that sort of phase now. So I wanted to share with you first what Lionsgate is. For For those of you who perhaps are hearing it for the first time, or you don't really know what it is, so the brightest star, Sirius, which is like twice as big as the sun, and I think something like 25 times brighter than the sun, goes into alignment with the sun and with Earth. Especially it connects to the pyramids in Giza. And also, if we take the astrological star Leo, which comes into that alignment being August, it creates this powerful portal, because Sirius is all about personal development, changes, like reaching those higher dimensions, upgrades. Those of you who are Sirian souls, you know that you are highly evolved souls. So just to give you a little snippet of what a Sirian soul is, think about Steve Jobs, Einstein, Nikola Tesla, like the knowledge that these men had, the insights that have moved us forward historically, but mostly technologically. You know, like they were Sirian souls who were able to tap into that wisdom of Sirians and bring that technology into our physical world. So Sirians are highly evolved, highly intelligent souls. Yes, they're connected to light language. All Sirian souls have that ethereal implant that helps them to be activated during this time to activate their light language. So this is just to tell you a little bit about Sirius, if you've never heard me speak about Sirian souls or Sirians. So it's not just a pretty star in the sky, but there's powerful energy coming through from Sirius. Then, you know, it goes into alignment with the sun. Now, the sun, we know, is a powerful activator. Those of you who suffer from seasonal depression, maybe, you will understand probably how big of an impact the sun has. So we have the sun, and then it connects to the earth through the pyramids of Giza. Now, ancient Egyptians believed, actually, when they first started to notice this portal, that number one, Sirians are, Osiris is the house, the home of goddess Isis. That is when the goddess comes and helps them to connect to those, to spirit world, to intuition, to their higher self. Goddess Isis, of course, is the mother of mothers and feminine energy, but she's also take action. So this is important because in a minute I will explain to you how and why these energies feel so powerful, and why I don't want you to do anything hasty till after the Lionsgate. So we have Goddess Isis coming to help us. We've got the power of Sirius, we've got the sun, and then comes also the astrological sign Leo. And Leo is, of course, strength, loyalty, courage, creativity, and manifesting, right? Co-creation. So when all these align and are in that star sign of Leo, what we're experiencing now, collectively, but perhaps also individually, hello Mary, is we're feeling this power of, you know, like this unsettlement. So a lot of you might be either feeling very restless, you might feel like things aren't working, like I'm so fed up with how things are going, or I'm so bored, I need a challenge, or you're seeing really clearly the things you don't like and you long for that change. Last year, for example, I had a whole group of women coming through in this period wanting to leave their partners. Like they either realized it's not working or something pushed them to like, that's enough. And the thing is, in this period, when the portal opens, which is the end of July. About 24th of July, it starts to open, and it starts to it closes fully on the 12th of August. So that period of about 2-3 weeks, you will feel these energies going through you. First, they're going to kind of connect you for the serum, for that peak, right? So that you can integrate these higher vibrations. Now, to our little body, it feels like you get tired quite easily. You feel almost like you've got a whole to-do list and you can't get anything done. You're again lacking energy maybe, right? Or you become very clumsy, you forget things, you drop things, you lose things, you can't focus. To your ego is trying to hold you in that old pattern, so it will kind of make you feel like, oh, this is too much. Let's just take a nap. Don't worry about this. So, or like the opposite, right? Fight or flight. Things are happening. Someone's trying to pull the rug from underneath us. So we've got to take action. We've got to change things up, right? You hate this job, so just quit. Now, the reason I say in this period between the 24th and the 12th, it's not a good idea to make big changes in the physical world. It's because of all the resistance that your body and your mind, your ego are having with these energies. The energies that are coming through are wonderful. They're going to do their work. They're going to upgrade you. They're going to bring enlightenment. They're going to bring new ideas. They're going to show you a new way of being or bring clarity. But as they're coming through, there's resistance happening. And that resistance feels like you need to take action in the physical world, either for self-perseverance or because something has to change. My body just wants to rest and I can't rest. I need to prove to myself that I can take action, right? So this will affect especially Leos. So those of you who are Leos will be affected by this. And those of you who are Sirian souls, you are really feeling those energies really potently, really strongly, okay? Please don't do anything in that time. This is the time where we don't go into that masculine take action. This is the time where Goddess Isis is inviting you to lean into that feminine energy, being guided, going within, trusting your intuition. If your intuition, if your higher self, if your soul is telling you to slow down, it's okay to rest. You don't have to tick everything off your to-do list. You'll be still okay. Things will get done. Listen to it. Listen to it. It is so important. If you feel like for the last few months nothing has changed in your life and you're not going anywhere, this is not the time to start taking action because you're fed up. That's your ego going, we need to do something because we're not safe. We're going to be left behind. We're going to be rejected, where everyone is making waves and we're going to be left behind. This is true for work. This is true for personal relationships. This is true for even social media, right? You're being pushed. Your ego is like, oh, you didn't post, you didn't show up. People are going to forget about you. No. Listen to yourself. If you feel like, I don't feel good about posting, I don't want to force myself to say something, I am tired, I need to have a break, I need to come down to the beach, I need to relax, I need to do self-care, listen to it. This is Goddess Isis inviting you to go into your feminine energy, and this is very, very important. The feminine energy is calling you to silence your mind, to slow down your body, because you're being bombarded with energy. And if you're trying to, output energy, you're creating resistance. You're not allowing that energy to integrate, okay? So you're being pushed to slow down, maybe meditate, maybe journal, maybe go for a walk, maybe come down to the beach, maybe plunge, right? Whatever it is, you're being called for the next few weeks to slow down. A few weeks? What do we have left? Probably like 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks, maybe. Slow down. Okay, so here's what you do. You slow down. Anything that you want to take action on, write it in a notebook. Okay, if you're fed up with your job and you want to change, write it in your notebook. Write it in a notebook. Don't take action yet unless an opportunity comes, and then you really sit with it and think about it. Generally, in that time, the energies just feel crazy because they're moving through your body. Okay, so here is what you do for the next few weeks. You get very clear, very specific about your vision. Remember, the Leo is coming in. It's about co-creating, manifesting. You will get so much more done if you focus on the energetic world rather than the physical world. What can I do in the physical world? It's not going to get you as far as if you go like, what can I do energetically? Fill your cup. Make sure that you feel that bliss and happiness. How do we feel that bliss and happiness? By giving into the things that bring you joy. Maybe it's slowing down what you have to do. So you get very clear on what you want, because Goddess Isis is calling you in as well. And don't forget, we've got Sirians, which are, all about personal development, like pushing you into that new uncharted territory. And this powerful alignment, that portal has, so ancient Egyptians believe that there is magic in that portal, right? That there's a higher power that's coming and transforming them. Now we know that it's the Sirians, it's the Leo that takes action, it's the Goddess Isis that goes, you rest now, and then we work hard and we take action, right? But that alignment is almost like the universe is putting its ear and going like, all right, what do you want? You tell me, we're going to make it happen. All right, you get like first row seats and the universe is listening. That's how powerful the energies are. I have seen this for the last, how long have we been doing Lionsgate ceremony? I think this is our 4th year. Every year I get messages after the Lionsgate ceremony from people saying, this opportunity happened, this thing came into my life, everything was going so slow and stagnant, now it's like picked up its pace and all these things are happening in my life, right? Or I feel different about this, or I started doing this, or this great person came into my life. Yes, you can do big changes, but leave them till after the 12th, when these energies have integrated and you don't have this kind of chaos raging through you, forcing you to collect. Something has to change. So, get very clear about, hello Heather, hello Kaz. Get very clear about what you want. Where do you want to be 6 months from now, a year from now? What do you see yourself doing? If you want to be a published author, see yourself as that. Write it out. So this is your time where you will visualize, where you will write it out, where you will get very clear on what you want. Now, to help you with that, because that is where it's going to be a bit tricky, because remember, you've got these energies going through you and your ego is fighting against it. So when you think about these things that you want, you kind of have to take yourself into this visualization of nothing is impossible. This is, let's say, and I do this sometimes with clients, I'm like, just imagine you are in a fairy tale, or you have just created your own script. What is the leading character doing, right? And this takes you out of that sort of, but it's not possible, it's not going to happen kind of state of mind. And you start imagining, what do you actually really want? Take away what's possible. Take away those naysayers. Take away how long it might take. Take away whether you're good enough or worthy enough, and just go like, what do you want? Kaz is saying, live in Darwin. Oh man, so cool. So far. But so cool, I know. That would be amazing. Beautiful weather. So that's what you visualize, right? You visualize it. Now, some of the clients that I have seen in the last couple of weeks, the ones that were Sirians or Leos, got very specific instructions how to manage these energies. So I'm going to share with you some some of these practices, in case any of you are Sirians or Leos, okay, I would have a good reason to go up to Darwin. That would be actually amazing, Kaz. So let me share with you these practices in case if you are a Sirian, in case if you're a Leo, or intuitively you're like, I like this, I'm going to adopt this for the next few weeks till the 12th, but especially till the 8th. Every evening, okay, before you go to bed, you visualize, like when you're already on the pillow and you're about to fall asleep, you visualize this something, a very specific scenario, you visualize it, okay, you make it very, very specific and you visualize it over and over till you fall asleep. And what that does is it's almost like you're feeding yourself with those energies of, thank you, I'm receiving these powerful energies, this is where I want to channel them into. Okay, so then we have the ceremony. Now, if you're not planning on attending a ceremony, and I bet you there's going to be heaps of them available online, in person, they usually happen on the 8th of the 8th at 8 p.m. or around 8 p.m. when the energies are at their peak. Now, I can tell you, for me personally, during these sessions, during these ceremonies, somewhere around the peak, I've had where I was channeling some being and my voice changed completely. And this was even, some of you, some of you might have been there, like completely different. It didn't sound like me. I was channeling, right? I had last year a new guide stepped in during the ceremony and started like talking in my ear so clearly, so loudly. It felt a little bit almost like I couldn't concentrate on the actual session. So, if you're not planning on attending these magical sessions that are so potent, do yourself a favor. Create a ceremony for yourself, okay? Now, I can't tell you exactly the script because I don't know. I can tell you what to prep and how to prepare yourself for it. But for me, every session is different. I have no script. I show up just like this. And then something happens, right? So, set aside a little space, create a little space, all right? Create a little space, have your incense, have candles, have crystals, have oils. Make sure no one disrupts you. You can start at 7:30, you can start around 8. You want to meditate, you want to, perhaps listen to some binaural beats or whatever you do, but set yourself up, okay? And just with the intention that you want to welcome these energies as they're coming in. The reason I think it's more powerful when you do it in a group is because it's like the group creates sort of this little energetic vortex, like this generator almost. And so everyone gets that energy pumped through everyone. Okay, that's what it feels like. So I feel like it's more powerful if you're in a group of people. Again, I'm not saying you have to attend like my session or any of the other ones. Get a few friends together even. You will have more of a powerful experience. But regardless of that, the energies will come through you. Whether you do it alone, whether you do it in a group, whether you do it with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a ceremony for my Earth Schoolers. And those of you who are doing it in person, you will get the link as well so you can access that. And the same thing, bring a notebook, bring headphones, because if we're going on this amazing journey to connect to these energies, it's more potent if you have headphones. It's just, I can't describe this, it's just more potent. So bring headphones. Have candles around you. Spirit loves candles. Have crystals around you. Have oil, have incense. And the reason we want that is because you're activating all your senses, your physical senses, and therefore you're activating all your soul senses. We're not leaving anything to chance, okay? You want to smell, you want to see, you want to feel that energy from the flames. You want to, have the potency of the oils. You want to feel the energy of the crystals. I usually have a blanket set up or a little altar, and then we connect. Now, this session will start at 7:30, and I ask everyone to really arrive around 7:30 so that we can start prepping ourselves. What I usually do is, the way I usually start is, we get very clear on what we want. This is your opportunity to put on paper your next 6 months, a year, like where do you see yourself? And I will ask you to actually take yourself into the future, a year from now, and imagine you're sitting with me again and you're telling me what has happened. So we're going to work backwards. That seems to always be the quickest and easiest way to really get very specific on what we want. And we have to make it in the present, so that helps us, right? Not I wish, I hope, but this is it, it's done. Okay, that's why I ask everyone to come at 7:30 so that around 8 we can start connecting. And I usually, this is for me what happens, I usually get this nudge, we are ready to start, and that's when we go on this journey. The reason we go into a meditative state is because it helps you to it helps you to let go, and it helps you to be open, right? That's what you want to be open. So if you are thinking of joining me, my session will be on the 8th of the 8th at 7:30. If you're not an Earth School member and you're not doing in-person meditations, it will be $55 to join. I will probably put the link up closer to the date. You can come and join. You will get the replay. So if you purchase the session, you will get the replay. If you're an Earth School member, you will have it obviously in Earth School, and you can watch it anytime. The reason I like to give those of you who aren't with me in Earth School the replay is because you can go back to that session throughout the year. Anytime when you feel losing that mojo, or other energies are at play or something, you can always go back to that session, and it's almost like it will recharge you. Okay, I see it as this living, breathing, energetic being that just keeps creating. So you will get the replay. It'll be $55 to join. If you don't want to join, please don't waste this energy. It is so potent, so powerful, and all you really have to do is just listen, slow down, go within. So like what we're doing, right? I've decided Mondays for the foreseeable future are self-care days. We swim in the morning, we try to go to the beach or meditate, and I really don't do much computer work or social media because I feel like that is taking energy from me. Okay, if you feel like you're not making waves, you're not having much progress, you're not doing things now, that's okay. Don't feel bad, don't feel guilty, because it creates more resistance. Instead, what do I need then? What do I need? And just give it to yourself now. Okay, if you are at a 9-to-5 job and you can't really give yourself anything in that moment, maybe you can have a cuppa. Maybe you can just go to the back and just go inhale to the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 8. If you can do that, nice deep breaths with the intention, I'm giving this to myself, beautiful. It's awareness. I need something else, and I acknowledge that my body is not a machine that needs to be pumping up and going and faster, right? And what you will be doing inadvertently is, even with this breath work, you're changing your energy. You're changing your energy. You're allowing these energies to come through and integrate, but also your body, you're telling your body it's okay to receive. We don't have to be outputting all the time. So, if you have any questions about Lionsgate, please feel free to ask me. It's just so nice here. We might stay here for a little bit and then be going. Another message that I've been getting that I wanted to share just quickly with you is that for some of you, you're being called to do things that bring you joy. They don't make sense necessarily. There's no end goal in sight yet, and that's okay. We don't need to do something because it gives us this result. Do something because it brings you joy. All right? Do something because it feels fun, because it fills your cup. Never mind what the end result could be, just doing it for the sheer joy of it and see where it leads you. Okay, because a lot of you might be feeling that restlessness or feeling a little bit lost even and not sure which way to go. Now let me just check. So in the ceremony, just going by the past ceremonies that we've had, there's usually channeled information, but it's the energy that you will feel. And afterwards, especially after the 12th of August, when everything comes down, that's when you start to feel big shifts. That's when the thing that you wanted to do, if you still want to do it, you will see it in a different way. It will feel not just a great idea, but you will embody it, and it will feel like yes, a big yes. Okay. There's no questions. Amazing. Amazing. We've done well. So please take advantage of these energies, rather internally than externally. And if you would like to join our Lionsgate ceremony on the 8th of the 8th, which I think is a Thursday at 7:30, not at 8, at 7:30, then I will share with you a link and a graphic, and you're welcome to come. But please remember, you will get the replay, a video and audio that you can go back to any time. Okay, that will be for you. If you're in Earth School, you do not need to do anything. You will have the session, and the replay will be available for you in the group. So I'm going to end this here and enjoy a little bit more of this beautiful view and the sun. Isn't it amazing? Like the next few days are meant to be so beautiful here. All right, lovely ones. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for being here. And I'm so excited that I got to see some of you that I haven't seen in a while. Mwah. See you.